This simple Shopify store has made me over $1.15 million in sales in less than 12 months. And the best part is that it is the exact same store strategy that I use to grow Yoga Stay and History Teas to multiple seven figures in sales and then ultimately exited from those companies. And in this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I set up these super simple stores to maximize revenue and profit as quickly as possible so that hopefully you can too. And at the end of this video, I'm even going to show you the exact theme and all of the apps that I use on each of these stores. So have you ever tried to build a Shopify store and just quickly gotten overwhelmed with all the different apps and options and pages and different analytics that they throw at you? Well, me too. And on my very first store, I did everything completely wrong. I went through the App Store and installed just about every app that I thought would be cool or to add any kind of useful feature to our store, and ended up spending all of my time on that. And by the end, I had a big, pretty good looking site. But then when I finally went to launch ads to that site, it converted terribly and we made hardly any sales, ended up just wasting a whole bunch of money on ads. And it was a super painful and pretty embarrassing experience because my family and friends, I told them about the site. I was really proud of it. Then when I went to actually try to make sales, just nothing happened. And that was the first time when I really realized that all the things that I thought were important, the things that I was focusing on, really didn't matter at all. Fast forward to today, after launching 8 different 7-figure Shopify stores, I can confidently say that the only things that actually matter are, number 1, having high quality products that people actually want. Number 2, a clean and easy shopping experience. And 3 is a site that is mobile optimized and builds trust with our customers. More specifically, nowadays, the only things that I will ever do to our site will impact one of our 3 main metrics, and that is our conversion rate, our average order value, or our lifetime value of our customers. Literally everything else besides that is just noise. So the first thing that I learned actually matters when it comes to building a highly profitable Shopify store is the product. And this isn't a product specific video, but within the context of these stores, it's super important and bears mentioning. And the specific things that we're looking for in a product supplier for our Shopify stores are a couple of main things. We want it to be high quality products that require little to no inventory, and we're able to quickly pivot and create new, completely unique designs and products that people haven't seen anywhere else. And again, this is just from my personal experience. Lots of people will talk about drop shipping and TikTok and stuff like that. That to me just isn't really building a sustainable business. That might make cash flow in the short term, sure. But for us, I want to build long-term sustainable brands that have maximum lifetime value. And on all of our brands, we consistently have 15, 20, 25% returning customer rate, which is all extremely profitable and adds a lot to our bottom line. And the reason that those things are important when it comes to our products is that I learned early on from testing a bunch of different stores that I needed the ability to be able to quickly pivot and launch in different product categories, test out different stuff and see what's working. And I needed the flexibility without having to invest into inventory. And even more because I didn't have any money for inventory, especially in the beginning. So that's why my personal favorite business model or app for this is print on demand, which print on demand, there's a couple of different options out there like Printful, Gelato. The one that I personally use and the sponsor of today's video is Printify. And Printify is something that I have personally been using for the past 5 years. I started using it back in 2019, and since then I've sold over $10 million worth of print-on-demand products just with Printify. And as you guys know, I will never have any sponsor on this channel that I haven't personally used myself. That's why I can confidently put my name behind Printify, because I've used them for so long and I've tested all of the competitors on the market, so I can confidently say that they are the best. And I say that for a couple of main reasons. First off, comparing them to Printful, for example, in my experience, Printify is anywhere between 20 to 30% cheaper than Printful's best pricing. Now, Printful is going to throw other features and stuff at you and try to make you kind of forget about that fact. But at the end of the day, the cost of goods is the most important metric when it comes to working or choosing any product supplier. And so Printful just completely wipes the table with them. And cost of goods is important not only for our own bottom line, but also for the price that we're able to offer to our customers. And bringing this back full circle to our Shopify stores, the reason that I go with Printify is that I know that I'm able to offer pricing that is going to have the highest conversion rate possible. Because keep in mind, conversion rate, average order value, lifetime value, only 3 things that we care about. Printify helps us substantially in the conversion rate category. And even though like a 1% increase or decrease to conversion rate may not seem like a big deal, just take it from me, after doing $20+ million in Shopify sales, it is a massive deal. And every percent on the conversion rate has a substantial impact. My other favorite feature about Printify is just how simple it is to get up and running. Like for a lot of my brands, like this one is a t-shirt brand, we use Printify and then we use Mystic to create the designs for those t-shirts. So my entire product creation process looks like I go to mysticpod.com, which is the AI tool that I built specifically for print-on-demand sellers. You can try out Midjourney or Ideogram, any of the other ones, but this is the one that we built specifically for print-on-demand sellers. And then I create designs there extremely quick for whatever niche I'm selling to. Then I export those designs and I upload them to Printify. And then just like that, Printify is synced with my Shopify store. So any product that I upload is live on my website within seconds. So we have our product catalog that we fulfill through Printify that we're able to quickly pivot and test out a lot of different products. Like on this store, for example, that we did $1.15 million in sales in under a year, we tested out well over 100 different products, and that helped us substantially. Next up is our Shopify theme. And when I was working on my first store, I spent literal weeks going through the entire theme store and picking out like the perfect one before I finally settled on one that was a couple $100. And so if you've ever gone through this store, you know that there are literally hundreds of different themes ranging from free all the way up to several $100 just for the theme alone. And especially as a beginner looking at all these themes, it can be quite overwhelming. And you're probably asking yourself, like, is it worth it? Should I go with a cheap one or should I invest in like a premium theme? Like, how big of a difference does it really make? And I can honestly say, and hopefully this feels like a weight off your shoulders, that all of the themes that I've used for these 8 different 7-figure brands, they've all been free themes. I'm going to say that again. We've used free themes for every single one of these 7-figure brands. And this one in particular is on the Dawn theme. So the Dawn theme is just like, it used to be called the debut theme. It was Shopify's just standard. It's the one that they preload into your Shopify account when you first get set up. It's literally that. So hearing that, you know that there's literally no value in these extra premium themes, aside from they might add some like extra widgets or plugins that honestly we don't really need. Because bringing it back to our 3 metrics again, we want high conversion rate, high average order value, and high lifetime value. And the main drivers for those 3 metrics are just clean, easy, highly optimized, fast shopping experiences. And fortunately for that, you don't need a lot of apps. You don't need a lot of extra plugins. Like the Dawn theme, for example, here, it has everything that you need and nothing more. It has clean, sleek collection pages that have like nice product cards. And then when you click to the product page, it has the color swatches here. It has the pills for the product sizes. We have color isolation for our call to action buttons. Then we have nice and clean, frequently bought together and recommended product sections down here. We have our free shipping bar at the top. Again, all of these are not like overly complex things to have, and you see how simple this site looks, but that's literally all that you need. And I see so many beginners starting off with their stores that are just like amalgamations of just so many different apps and stuff thrown in together, when really that's not what's going to make the difference. And I used to think it was. I used to think that if I add all these apps and I go through the app store, it's going to make a big difference. But honestly, you can take it from me, just having a simple Dawn theme, used to be called Debut, it's all that you need to get a fast website, which leads to a good conversion rate and a high average order value if you have really good products, which is why we talked about Printify at the beginning of this video. Now, last and certainly not least, let's go over all the Shopify apps that we use on each of our stores. And I'm going to give you the list that we currently use, and then I'm also going to give you a list of like free alternatives that when you're just starting out, I highly recommend going with one of those, because honestly, you don't need to invest in these apps early on. In the beginning, it's just product. Focus on your marketing, worry about all these little apps and stuff later on down the road. All right, so first up, we have our Facebook and Instagram app, which this is an absolute must. This installs our Pixel and our catalog. Next, we have Printify, which this is obviously our product fulfillment. Again, that one's a must in my opinion. Next, we have our free affiliate marketing app called GoAff Pro. This one is great because it's completely free and it allows our customers at checkout to get a unique discount code that they can share with their friends. Next, we have our review app called Looks. In the beginning, you can just use judge.me. It's like a much cheaper alternative, but Looks is great for collecting UGC, user-generated content, photos, videos from your customers. Next, we have Hextom Bulk Product Editor. This one is an absolute must. There's cheaper versions of this plan, but this one is an absolute amazing tool, especially if you're a print-on-demand Shopify seller, because you're going to have lots of different product variants. Next, we have Metafields Guru, which we just use this for optimizing our Google shopping feed. Then we have our Mentis product grouping app, which this is what we use for showing like the different product types for each design on our product pages, so that if somebody's checking out something on a t-shirt, they can see the hoodie, crew neck, tank top variation on their product page. Next, we have our TikTok app. Then we have Simply Shipping Protection, which this is how we offer shipping protection for anywhere from under $1 to $2 per order. Then we have Google and YouTube. This is similar to the Facebook and Instagram app, just for like the pixel and catalog integrations. Then it's Shopify's Shop app. And then we have Push Owl, which is kind of, it's those notifications that show up in the top corner of any page where it's like so-and-so wants to show you notifications. It's that. And then last is one of my favorite apps is the Kiwi Size Chart. This little button that sits on your product page, and when people click it, pops up, shows a really nice looking sizing chart. It's really simple but sleek app. We use it a lot. So there you have it. That is the product stack, the Shopify theme, and all of the apps that we used to generate just over $1 million in revenue in under a year. If you like this kind of content, please be sure to like and comment down below so that I know to make more stuff like this. And also let me know if there's any other videos or topics that you want to see. Let me know down below and I'll make more videos like this. And if you want to see like more in-depth tutorials, happy to do those as well. And if you want to learn all about this process in much greater detail, go check out the 21-hour course. It's completely free over on our YouTube channel. And other than that, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.